is Alexandra Villarroel Abrego and welcome to another episode of Alexandra at Home. In this week's episode, I'm going to share with you what are my 5 tools that I use to organize my life. So if you're interested in organizing your personal and your professional life, well, this video is definitely for you. So without any further ado, let's begin with my first tool. The first tool that I have for you if you want to have a more organized life, well, it's a tool that has to do with time management, and it's planners. As you can see here, I have 2 because one is a daily planner and the other one is a weekly planner. I started using agendas and planners about 6 years ago, and ever since my life has honestly changed. I know it sounds kind of weird, but it's true, because ever since I know exactly what I'm doing when, what are my goals and projects and the things that I have to accomplish. And honestly, if I never started using planners 6 years ago, I would not be where I am today. First of all, the one that I bring with me every single where I go is a weekly planner. And in my weekly planner, I'm going to write down, of course, what are the things that I have to do during the week. And if you've watched my video about my nightly routine and also about my Sunday routine, you know that every Sunday before I go to bed, what I do is that I plan the week ahead. And not only do I put the appointments that I have, the meetings that I have, let's say the filming days that I have, but I'm also always going to write down what are the 3 main projects that I want to focus on, and then what are the steps that I have to take that week in order to move towards the accomplishment of that project. So I think that really that's what a planner is for. It's to also plan your goals and your dreams. And then when it comes to the daily planner, it's something that I always leave on my desk, and every night I'm going to write down what I'm going to do the day after. So again, the meetings, appointments, but also what are the little action steps that I'm taking during the day to accomplish the goals and the dreams and the desires really that I have. And then in the morning, the first thing that I do before I start my day is I open my planner and I look at what I have to do during the day. The second tool that I have for you, since we're talking, of course, about organizing your life, well, this is about organizing your home, which I think is so important. I really believe that your surroundings are a reflection of what's going on inside of you. So I always like to keep my home very organized and very clean. One tool that I like to use are these little bad boys that I really love. Now this looks weird like this, but this one, let's say I put it in my fridge and I put all of the lemons, let's say, on here. And I have a lot of these like this in my fridge. I wasn't gonna bring them all, of course, with me. I just wanted to give you an example. This is, let's say, for my makeup, where I put all my lipsticks here. I put all the different makeups, the brushes here, and I have a lot of these also in my bathroom where I keep all of my makeup. I think it's so important to have things like these around the house that are gonna save you time. You know, if let's say in your fridge you put your lemons in the little box or container in the bottom of your fridge, and then it takes you, let's say, I don't know, a minute to go and get them. But if they're right there, instead of wasting a minute of your life, well, you can just, you know, spend like 5 seconds to try to grab them. So at the end of the day, I know a minute doesn't sound like much, but if you think about it, if you do this over and over and over again, well, you're wasting time. You're wasting valuable time. So these little tools like this to organize what's around your home are necessary if you want to organize your life. The third tool that I have for you is right here. This is my A.V.A project board that I've been using for years now. So what I do here, and actually right now on alexandravillarroel.com on our store, you can actually get your project board. Of course, not going to be the A.V.A project board, but you can get your own downloaded and then print it and use it to be able to organize your projects and the ideas that you have. So let's say for this, what I do is that I have the A.V.A project board and I have all the different projects that I have to work on. And then here I have for this month, so what are the things that I have to do this month to work on each project? What are the things that I have to do next month to work on each project? And then in the next 90 days and more, what are the things? As you can see, there's different colors, and it's because I've created a little system with the colors. Let's say everything that's in blue, it has to do with photo shoots or filming. Everything that is in yellow has to do with editing text or with writing text or translating. Everything that is, let's say, in orange, that's all the work that my graphic designer has to do. So everything is really organized in order to help me know how to organize every project and know what are the next steps, what are the next things that I have to do. So I really recommend you doing the same, creating your own systems, or like I say, you can go in the A.V.A store and get your own project board. The fourth tool that I have for you are my binders. Years ago, I created different binders that I use to organize information, whether for my business or even for my personal life. I also have a home household binder, but here are some of the binders that I have. Here, let's say it's everything A.V.A, important information. So here I have documents after documents after documents of important information when it comes to personal development or interpersonal relationships or anything that has to do with the work that I do. So if I want to find some information, if I find like an interesting article somewhere, well, I'm going to print it, I'm going to put it in the everything A.V.A important documents binder. After that, I have the everything A.V.A original templates. So I have a lot of different PDF sheets and templates that I use for my coaching clients, that I also use for really anything in my business that I do. So I have the original templates in here. So whenever I want to do copies, well, I go in the different section where they're at. I take it out of the little plastic that it is in, and I, of course, do copies. And then I have, of course, my financial binder. So I organize all of my finances in here. And I've been doing it, of course, for years. So I really recommend you doing the same, creating your own systems and your own binders in order to organize your life. And finally, last but definitely not least, the fifth tool that I have for you is to create to-do lists. Here we have the yearly creator, the 2016 yearly creator that you can actually get on the A.V.A store as well. And here we have a list of what to accomplish. This is the monthly list for one of the months. So I always like to create to-do lists, especially when there's a lot of things going on in my head, especially when I know I have to work on a lot of projects and I have this and that to do and I'm all stressed out. Well, the best thing for me to relax myself is to sit down with a paper and a pen or my yearly creator and to write down all of the things that I have to do. If you start getting that habit, having that habit of creating lists and to-do lists, trust me, it will help you organize your life. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you can take some of these tools and use them in your life to have a more organized life. As always, please don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let me know what are your techniques, what are your tools that you use to organize your life. Don't forget to share the video and of course to subscribe for new videos every Saturday. That is it for this week, and I will see you very soon for another episode of Alexandra at Home.